Hey kids, I'm James, the non-professional, back with another episode of Draw. And today we're going to do Maleficent. Now, we're in roughs, and I just want to let you guys know ahead of time that this is a bit of a complicated drawing because you're basically drawing a human, and it's you got to get the proportions right in order for it to look, somewhat believable, even though it's a cartoon. Anyways, the top of her head, from the top of her forehead, or the top of her head, I guess, to her eyes is a basic circle, and then from the eyes down to the bottom of the chin is a sort of a cone shape, as you can see there. And her several collars, she's got like 3 of them. They're just big triangles with sort of curve. The sides, sort of every side of the triangle sort of curves in. And of course, you've got those, I guess they're horns, I don't know, on the top of her head. And they're just like bent cones, is what they are. So, anyways, keep your lines loose so that you can make some mistakes and then, just get a basic concept of what it should look like before you just start, pinning down those hard lines. So, there you go. We're in lines. And now that we got the concept down good and solid, we're going to define these lines with some really tight pencils there. And you notice her collar is, I said, she's actually a lot of I guess pointed sharp shapes. I guess it looks menacing on a character to have a bunch of sort of pointed shapes coming off of her, and I get that. I can see that. I never watched the classic Disney cartoon with Maleficent in it, I guess Sleeping Beauty, but I did watch the new one with Angelina Jolie playing Maleficent, and they did an excellent job casting her. I believe in the show, in the movie was actually really good. They have a sort of spin on her where they actually kind of make her not so much a good guy, but more like an anti-hero. Like she's a good guy that is struggling with her, I guess, more evil sides of herself. She's dealing with that in order to do some good. But anyways. You should check it out. It's a good show. So we are doing inks now, and Maleficent's the majority of her inks are done in color as opposed to black, like you would like a comic book. So her head in its entirety is all done in the dark green ink that you see there, with the exception of her eyeballs and her eyebrows, which are done in black. She actually has this sort of pale green color to her. In the movie with Angelina Jolie, she's just very pale white, but in the cartoon, she's actually sort of a grayish, really light grayish green. But anyways, so let's keep those inks super tight because we're gonna throw some colors on here pretty soon, and we need everything to look clean. So she's got that little triangle that represents her neck, I guess, sort of encased in that massive collar, which is going to be purple. Now, I did use some curved rulers, so in order to get those lines super tight, break out some curved rulers and some stencils, and let's keep our artwork clean. She has a black, I guess, gown on, a black sort of, cloak, I guess, on. And underneath it is a purple, just like an undershirt or undergarment, And you're going to see that come through once we start doing colors. So we're in colors now, and I'm just outlining everything in black that I'm going to paint black in order to stay inside those lines. Filling in these white spaces, as I told you guys before. And you can see the dark green there that sort of give her the roundedness of those little horns there. And then, of course, the roundness of her neck there. And, of course, the black robe that she's wearing. Like a witch's robe. And fill in the space. So I'm going to add some more purple lines there because I kind of wanted to give her a body line, a physique, and you'll see it there. That way it just doesn't look like just a blanket robe just sort of draped over her. She actually has form and shape and curve. And there's that pale sort of grayish green that I try to emulate. The reference that I actually used, the picture that I looked at to get her colors, it was actually a lot more pale and gray than that, but I couldn't replicate the color. It was difficult. And as I said, the inside of her collar, or the inside of her garments, they're all purple, and you're going to see that on her arms there. The undergarments can be purple as well. Right there you go. I don't know much about her character, only from what I've seen from the movie. And she was actually a pretty interesting character in the movie. She had like this background of, neglect, and just, they try to delve psychologically into why she is the way she is. And they did a pretty good job with that. My wife informs me that her magic powers always comes in the form of this sort of green smoke. So that's what you see there coming out of her hands. And she has this scepter with this, I guess, crystal ball on top of it, like she's a witch or some sort. I think she's a sorceress. All right, always remember your 3 P's: persistence, patience, perseverance. That's how you grow. Hey guys, if you like my content, please like or comment below. And if you want regular updates, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.